Los Angeles is burning. Every year, wildfires tear through the city, leaving behind scorched earth, lost homes, and devastated communities. But while the media focuses on the flames, they ignore a far greater disaster: the economic collapse wildfires are causing in LA. Because these fires don't just destroy forests and houses, they're gutting the city's economy, causing home values to plummet, businesses to shut down, and even pushing thousands into homelessness. So why isn't anyone talking about the full economic fallout of LA's wildfires? Let's break it down. Los Angeles real estate has always been some of the most expensive in the country. But in fire-prone areas, home prices are now collapsing. Imagine working your whole life to buy a house, only to see its value wiped out overnight, simply because it's in a fire zone. Homebuyers are terrified of investing in areas with a high wildfire risk, leaving sellers stuck with properties that nobody wants. Some neighborhoods have seen property values drop by up to 30% after a major fire. And it's not just homeowners suffering, renters are getting crushed too. As thousands of people lose their homes to fires, the demand for rental housing skyrockets, allowing landlords to double or even triple rents overnight. It's a housing crisis within a housing crisis. But perhaps the worst part? Insurance companies are bailing on California. If you own a home in Los Angeles, here's the bad news: your insurance company might not want you anymore. Major insurers like State Farm and Allstate have stopped issuing new policies in California because the wildfire risk is just too high. And the few companies still offering coverage? They're charging insane premiums. Some homeowners have seen their insurance costs go up by 500% in a single year. Others are being dropped completely, left scrambling for alternatives. Many are being forced onto California's last resort plan, the FAIR plan, which is way more expensive and covers way less. And even if you do have insurance, that doesn't mean you'll get paid. After the 2018 Woolsey fire, thousands of homeowners filed claims, only to have their payouts delayed or denied entirely. Insurance companies are finding every loophole possible to avoid paying victims, leaving many people financially ruined. And when homeowners can't afford to rebuild, that's when entire neighborhoods start collapsing. Wildfires don't just burn homes, they burn businesses too. And even the ones that survive, many never fully recover. When wildfires hit, entire communities are evacuated. Local businesses, restaurants, shops, hotels suddenly have zero customers. Some are forced to shut down for weeks, others for months. And some never reopen at all. Even Hollywood isn't safe. Major productions have been shut down due to wildfires, costing studios millions in delays and lost revenue. And then there's the job losses. The hospitality industry, agriculture, construction. Thousands of workers in these sectors lose their jobs every time wildfires hit. And if you think losing your job in LA is bad, just wait until you see what happens when you also lose your home. Los Angeles already has one of the worst homelessness crises in America, and wildfires are making it even worse. Every year, tens of thousands of people lose their homes to fires. Some can afford to rebuild or relocate, but many can't. Suddenly, they're living out of their cars, in shelters or on the streets. And with housing already in short supply, finding a new place to live is nearly impossible. That means more people falling into homelessness permanently. LA's emergency shelters are overflowing, and the government can't keep up with the demand for aid. The city is spending billions on disaster relief, but it's just a band-aid on a crisis that's getting worse every year. And it's not just people who are suffering. The entire city's economy is feeling the strain. When wildfires rip through Los Angeles, the damage doesn't stop when the flames go out. The long-term effects are crippling. Toxic smoke fills the air, leading to skyrocketing medical costs from respiratory illnesses. Infrastructure damage from burned roads, power lines, and water systems costs billions to repair. Economic slowdowns follow every major fire, driving down property values and scaring off investors. And the worst part? Wildfires in LA aren't going away. They're getting bigger, deadlier, and more frequent. So the real question is, the true cost of wildfires isn't just in acres burned, it's in the economy left in ruins. The real estate market is collapsing. Insurance companies are pulling out. Businesses are going bankrupt. Homelessness is rising. And yet, no one is talking about it. So what happens next? Will Los Angeles find a way to rebuild stronger? Or are we watching the slow collapse of one of America's biggest cities? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is LA on the brink of an economic disaster no one is prepared for? And if you found this video eye-opening, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden crises shaping our world.